What if your parents' most private moments unfolded just feet away from you? And what if your baby was born not in a hospital but in a living room, cameras rolling, as the world watched? These aren't rumors. These are the controversies that shook sister wives. Tonight we uncover two of the most polarizing moments in TLC reality history: Christine and Kody's alleged intimacy in the presence of children, and Robyn's decision to give birth at home, sparking debates
and go
about
off with
faith,
the other part of the
safety,
family
and family
it's
boundaries.
Just sick. And
Two
then
stories
she is making herself
intertwined
the
by
victim
secrecy,
by saying
morality,
that
and the raw
it's
emotions
just
of
another
women across
example
America.
of them rejecting her.
One, imagine lying in your childhood bedroom, only to realize your parents are being intimate just a few feet away. Is it shocking, taboo, or is it legal? Now, we investigate one of the most controversial questions stirring heated debates in households, fan forums, and even legal circles across the U.S., Christine and Kody Brown's alleged intimacy in the same room as their children. A story that blurs the lines between morality, legality, and family boundaries. But what does U.S. law actually say? And why has this moment left fans outraged and divided? Christine and Kody Brown rose to fame in TLC's Sister Wives, where their plural marriage fascinated and horrified millions. Behind the smiles and family dinners, fans whispered about shocking claims, intimacy happening while children were in the same room. Could that really have happened? Or is this another layer of reality TV exaggeration? We dug deeper into interviews, fan reactions, and state law, and what we found may surprise you. In the United States, there are clear laws around child safety and exposure to sexual acts. Federal law frames it under child endangerment and indecency statutes. But the shocker? Intimacy itself, if not physically exposing the child to sexual activity, is not always directly criminalized. Morally, it's unacceptable. Legally, however, proving criminal intent or exposure is incredibly difficult. So, does that mean Christine and Kody were within the law? For mothers across America, this wasn't about legality, it was about betrayal. Fans, especially women aged 30 to 80, voiced outrage. How could you do this in front of children? This is where the legal fades, and the emotional takes center stage. Even if it's legal, is it right? And here's where the story takes a twist. Christine herself later hinted at the trauma these moments left behind. In a shocking turn, Christine revealed that intimacy near children was not just rumor. Though she avoided legal words, she admitted moments of discomfort, moments that crossed boundaries, if not laws. The twist? While fans screamed illegal, lawyers quietly confirmed much of it could be protected under parental privacy rights. A devastating revelation for those hoping for legal accountability. This is child endangerment. I will never forgive Kody. Christine deserves better. Fan backlash was immediate and fierce. Online forums lit up with mothers sharing their own stories of betrayal, intimacy taboos, and the lifelong scars they left. But here's the chilling question: how many American families quietly cross this line, without cameras rolling? At its core, this isn't just Christine and Kody's story. It's about every household where boundaries blur, where children are forced into adult spaces too soon. Legality is one thing. Trauma is another. And fans are left asking, do laws need to change? Tonight, we've pulled back the curtain on a controversy that rattled millions. Was it legal? Technically, yes. Was it right? That's for you to decide. But one thing is clear: Christine and Kody's choices will forever haunt their legacy. What do you think? Should the law step in? Or should morality guide us where statutes fall silent? Part 2. She was the newest wife, carrying what many called the future of the Brown family. But when Robyn Brown chose home birth, fans were left asking, was this empowering, or dangerously reckless? Robyn's pregnancy and home birth controversy in Sister Wives. This is more than just a birth story. It's a saga of faith, family, medicine, and fan outrage. What happened inside that house changed everything and sparked one of the most heated debates in Sister Wives history. But was Robyn's decision brave, or selfish? When Robyn joined Kody and the Sister Wives, she became a lightning rod for controversy. From jealousy to favoritism, every move was scrutinized. But when she became pregnant, one decision pushed fans over the edge, rejecting a hospital birth in favor of giving birth at home. Why risk it all in a living room instead of a delivery room? In the United States, home births are legal but heavily debated. While some argue they empower women and reclaim childbirth, others point to the alarming risks: higher infant mortality rates, complications, and emergency hospital transfers. Robyn's choice divided not just her family but her entire fan base. Most home births are safe when low risk. But when complications arise, minutes matter. And those minutes can mean life or death. So, was Robyn's pregnancy truly low risk? Or was this playing with fire? As Robyn's labor unfolded, tension gripped the family. Christine and Mary expressed concerns. Janelle questioned safety. And Kody, torn between loyalty and fear, stood at the center. Fans, especially women across America, felt that fear in their bones. Many recalled their own difficult births, furious that cameras rolled during what should have been a private, protected moment. But the most shocking twist wasn't the birth itself, it was what happened after. In a dramatic twist, reports emerged that complications almost forced an emergency hospital transfer. While TLC edited much of it for TV, insiders revealed the terrifying truth: things nearly went wrong. Robyn survived. The baby survived. But the experience left scars. The twist wasn't just medical, it was emotional. The other wives saw Robyn's choice as reckless. Fans saw it as favoritism. Why was Kody more concerned for Robyn than he had ever been for them? And that's when fan backlash exploded. How could TLC even allow this on camera? As a mom, I was screaming at the TV. This is not safe. Kody only cared because it was Robyn. Thousands of women, especially mothers, flooded social media. Some supported Robyn's choice, calling it empowering. Others accused her of risking a child's life for TV ratings. The debate became more than about one woman, it was about women's rights, motherhood, and the blurred line between reality TV and real life. But underneath it all was the bigger question: what mattered most, control, faith, or safety? At its heart, Robyn's pregnancy story reveals America's divided soul. On one side, women demanding ownership of their bodies and births. On the other, families and doctors warning of the risks. Sister Wives didn't just show a home birth. It forced viewers to confront their own beliefs about life, death, faith, and family. Robyn's pregnancy and home birth will forever remain one of the most controversial chapters in Sister Wives. Was it brave? Was it dangerous? Or was it both? What do you think? Should women have the absolute right to choose home births even when risks loom large? Or should family safety come first? Let's deep dive in full details. Part 3. But were these moments reckless, or were they misunderstood? The Brown family introduced themselves to America as pioneers of plural marriage. But behind the curtain of love and unity, controversies brewed. Christine, Kody, and Robyn weren't just reality stars. They became lightning rods in the national debate about family, intimacy, and motherhood. Because while millions tuned in for curiosity, what they found instead was outrage. Christine's story shattered illusions of family purity. Fans accused Kody of crossing boundaries, claiming moments of intimacy unfolded within earshot or even eyesight of their children. Fact layer: U.S. child endangerment laws, state variations. Legal experts stressing that unless exposure is explicit, proving criminality is difficult. Reality TV editing amplifying controversy. So if the law couldn't intervene, were fans right to call it abuse? Then came Robyn. Her pregnancy was framed as a fresh hope for the Brown legacy. But her choice of a home birth filmed and shared with millions split the fan base in half. Ladies watching right now, would you risk a home birth for faith or family tradition? Comment yes or no below. Because when contractions started, things quickly spiraled out of control. Christine and Kody's intimacy controversy forced legal scholars to weigh in. Some called it immoral, others legally ambiguous. Reddit forums exploded with comments like, This is trauma disguised as parenting, and it may not be illegal, but it's definitely not okay. So if the law won't protect children from blurred boundaries, who will? Robyn's labor became a case study in risk. Medical data shows home births in the U.S. carry up to 3 times higher rates of infant complications. Christine voiced concerns. Janelle questioned safety. Even Mary admitted fear. But Kody defended Robyn fiercely. Doctor told, when emergencies strike, every second counts. Fan Facebook post read aloud, I was screaming at the screen. That baby could have died. And then, the worst almost happened. 2 women. 2 controversies. Christine scarred by intimacy without boundaries. Robyn risking everything in childbirth. Both stories collided into a single truth. The children, silent witnesses to choices they didn't make. But here's the twist: what TLC didn't show may change how you say them forever. In Christine's case, private journals hinted at trauma more lasting than fans ever imagined. In Robyn's, insiders revealed that complications nearly forced a hospital transfer. Both incidents stopped short of disaster. But both left emotional scars, visible to fans across America. Would you forgive these choices? Or are some mistakes too big to heal? Share your story below. This isn't entertainment, it's exploitation. Kody only cared because it was Robyn. Christine deserved better. The backlash was a tidal wave. For many women, especially those 30 to 70, these weren't just TV moments. They mirrored their own marriages, births, and traumas. But the biggest question remained: should reality TV have boundaries? At its core, Christine and Kody's intimacy controversy and Robyn's home birth reveal something bigger: how far families will go for faith, for tradition, and for control, even when children's innocence and safety hang in the balance. The law may not punish, but fans will never forget. These stories shook reality TV and touched the deepest fears of mothers everywhere. Was it legal? Yes. Was it right? That's for you to decide. In Utah, exposing children to sexual acts can lead to felony charges. But proving what a child saw or heard is nearly impossible. Without hard evidence, the law stops, but morality doesn't. Mothers watching, would you consider this trauma, even if courts don't? I had a hospital birth. Watching Robyn scared me to death. Home birth is empowering, but why film it for TV? This isn't bravery, it's negligence. But nothing prepared viewers for what came next: a birth that blurred the line between miracle and mayhem. When a child overhears adult intimacy, it can trigger shame and confusion. Even if they don't fully understand, their body remembers the fear. Trauma doesn't need a court case to be real. 3x higher risk of infant mortality in unplanned transfers. Rural women face even higher emergency delays. I had an emergency C-section. Watching Robyn ignore doctors felt like betrayal. And then, the contractions hit harder, faster, and scarier than anyone expected. Every minute stretched into an eternity. Every scream echoed through the home. Fans across America sat frozen, some crying, some furious, all asking, is this what family should look like? Christine later hinted in interviews that those moments of intimacy haunted her far beyond filming. Meanwhile, insiders claimed Robyn's baby almost required emergency transfer. TLC never showed the full truth, but fans pieced together the missing details. What happens when reality TV hides reality itself? This show re-traumatized me. Kody showed favoritism, plain and simple. This wasn't entertainment. It was exploitation. For many women, these weren't strangers. They were reflections of their own marriages, their own labors, their own pain. In both controversies, children were at the center, silent, powerless, but forever affected. Christine's intimacy trauma. Robyn's high-risk birth. 2 different choices. 1 shared consequence: innocence lost. Was it legal? Yes. Was it safe? No. Was it right? Only you can decide. So tell us, if you were Christine, or if you were Robyn, what would you have done? Drop your truth in the comments. Like this video if you believe children deserve protection. And subscribe, because next time, we reveal the untold rebellion of the sister wives and how the family finally broke apart. What do you think? Should intimacy near children and high-risk home births be protected choices or restricted for safety? Comment your thoughts, like this video, and subscribe for more documentaries where family, faith, and controversy collide. And don't go anywhere. Up next, our exclusive break